Oh.
Please don't choke yourself. Oh my god.
You just hear my head smack against the desk because I choked myself.
You hear gurgle, just gurgle, gurgle, smack. Oh, just
Go.
dead.
You okay? I don't know.
Alright, you guys ready? Welcome back to the podcast, everybody. I'm Emma.
I'm Spook.
I'm Jess!
And Happy New Year, everybody.
I almost choked
back.
myself out.
Yeah, Jess literally just, as we were starting, took a drink of water, gurgled it, and then sounded like she was going to die.
Yeah, we could hear it.
I
heard
almost
all of it.
died. I was
It's
very
fine.
close. It's okay.
But you
I'm
did
okay
it.
now, though. I'm okay. I'm not okay. I'm sick.
That's
I either
fine.
have a very bad
Starting off
case
the new
of
year
the-
right
of
by getting
flu,
sick.
Yeah.
or COVID. COVID.
Bad one. Anyways, yeah, so
Tasty.
we're into the new year now. We're into the new. Oh my god, we're into the new year.
Now.
The year new.
The year new.
The new
Yep.
of the year.
2021 ended very weirdly. Not
I
great.
don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk
Yeah.
about it.
We're not gonna mention it. Anyone who's listening, you know what happened right at the end of 2021 that everyone was upset about. We're gonna move on from it, but it
Oh,
did
I was
not
talking about
involve-
my personal thing.
Oh no, not your thing. No,
That's
the,
right.
the
About
thing
your
that affected,
thing,
yeah, the
Spook.
thing that affected everyone.
I died.
I also I want to say about that really quick. I keep seeing TikToks from people from back in December being like, my predictions for 2022, and multiple were like, it was either Betty White will die in 2022 or she's gonna make it to 100. And every time I look at the comments, they're like, you're the one that did this. You caused this. But then I also
find
saw
it funny that still like magazines and all that stuff are still coming out saying, yeah, Betty White turns 100.
I did see one TikTok though. I saw one though that somebody said, and they're like, I refuse to believe that Betty White actually died. What I think happened is that she finally let death take her, but she's just going to heaven so she can fight God after everything that we've been through. She's just going, so if everything gets better this year, we can all thank Betty White. And that was probably my favorite TikTok. But anyways, yeah, it's the new year. Which means, everybody's
New
on
Year's resolutions.
Everybody's on their high of, new year, new me that lasts about 2 weeks.
I'm
So
on
we're
my
gonna
high
talk-
of I didn't
I'm on
take
that
medication.
high like every single
Shit,
month.
guys, this is gonna keep me in a chokehold for a bit longer. I didn't take my medication. Oh fuck.
Do you need to go take it?
No, I'll take it later. I'm okay.
So Jess's New
Okay.
Year's resolution is to actually take her medication.
Yeah.
No, it's
Did I
just,
say that
it's
out
just
loud?
called. It's only the Dayquil. I cannot take
Oh.
NyQuil. Actually, did you know
I
that?
love NyQuil.
I can't take it
Why?
I love knocking out.
because once when I was a wee little lad, as one does, I had to take NyQuil for the first time ever, and then I was in a half state of confused walking around the house.
That's fun.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah. It was
Anyways.
amazing. It was quite fun, You're walking around the house needing to, I was like half asleep, half awake, not aware of my surroundings clearly. And then I was just wandering around like, I don't know what to do, I can't sleep.
So a New Year's resolution for Jess is to take her medication on time.
Yep. Jess's first New Year's resolution. Take your
Halfway
fucking
through a
meds.
recording.
So,
You know what? I won't now. Fuck you.
Okay, suffer.
So one thing I want to say about New Year's resolutions and stuff is I always see everyone doing them, and I pretty much never do them just because I know myself, and I just know that it's gonna be a month later, I'll just completely forget about them. Will not remember them. However,
I stopped doing them a couple years ago.
this year I am attempting it. I have it written down. I put it on my Twitter. I said it on my streams. I am making sure it is there and it is public so that, I can really kind of hold myself more accountable to it. I literally have it pinned on my Twitter so that, it's right there, right in my face. Because most of my New Year's resolution is literally just about my content creating. It is mainly just goals for this year.
Emma's gonna go reach her goal, and I'm gonna unfollow her just so she's not at her goal anymore.
Oh, can I unfollow her as well?
Yeah. Until she gets amazing content, she won't have our follow.
That's
No.
okay. You guys don't need to unfollow me. You're already blocked.
What?
What do you mean?
Go look at your Twitter.
No, not on Twitter.
You can't talk to me anymore.
You're gonna miss my amazing content.
A gatekeep.
Keeping my own Twitter.
So, like, I've kind of stopped doing New Year's resolutions, but like, I still have kind of like goals, but they're not resolutions. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, that's the same for me.
It's just like
more
this is
like,
something I
goals
would
for the
like
end of
to
the year.
do. Yeah, it's like this is something I'd like to do before the end of the year.
Yeah, that's the same for me. It's just kind of
But I can
goals,
start at
like,
any time.
yeah, like I don't really have any like resolutions. Like I'm not like, yeah, I'm gonna exercise more, all that stuff. It's like I'm not. It's just goals for stuff I just want to
I
try
do-
and finish by the end of the
I
year.
do have that. I do want to exercise more just because I used to exercise a lot and then I haven't exercised as much. I miss
Would you
doing
like to
that.
hear my goal of the year?
Sure.
Yes.
Be
Your one
rich.
singular goal.
Oh,
Be rich.
good goal. Good goal. I like that one.
Yep.
But
It is a good one.
I, right at the beginning of the year, though, wrote out a little list just like on my phone of sort of my goals for this year. Because at the end of the year, I saw a bunch of my other like content creating friends, like streamers, whatever, who they're like, yeah, an update on my goals from the beginning of the year. Like, how well did I do compared to my goals? And a lot of them did like really, really well. Like, one of my friends, her goal was like, I think to get to 100 followers by the end of the year, and she's now at almost 4,000. So she's doing great.
Jesus.
She's
I
doing
bit my
great.
tongue. I was in so much shock. I bit my tongue.
Yeah, so she's doing
That's
great.
fantastic.
Yeah, she's doing really great for herself. And I just like like all the people who like have these goals and stuff, I've noticed that like they're the ones who have been doing better with their followers, with content creating just in general. Like they're the ones who have really just surpassed their goals. And I'm like, maybe this whole organization thing might actually do something. Huh?
Wow, being organized does something? What?
What? So yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try that this year. I'm gonna try
That
setting
seems illegal.
specific goals for myself of what I want to accomplish, and I am just going to do my best to get there. Obviously, there's gonna be things that get in the way, like I'm going back to school this semester. I'm gonna have work and stuff, but I will be home quite a bit considering we're going back into yet another lockdown.
We already are in one.
Yeah. So at least that'll give me some more time to
Emma's trying to make it seem like we're not recording this on Thursday.
Don't share our secrets to the audience.
Sorry, we're
Anyways.
not recording this on a Thursday.
No, I honestly couldn't remember if we had gone into the lockdown or not yet because nobody
Yeah, we
listens to it anymore.
We started it
Yes,
yesterday.
yeah.
It wasn't yesterday? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, nobody listens to it
Yesterday,
anymore.
when I was supposed to go back to work, I was supposed to go to work, and go and tell people they can't sit inside and eat,
That's fun.
and tell them to, you know.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, I get
Sorry.
it. No, it's okay. I get it.
Anyways, but
Um,
speaking of the fact that we're recording this very quickly, sorry, Emma, I'm gonna cut you off real quick to talk about my goals.
Wow, thanks.
Yeah,
Which
you're
goals are more
welcome.
important, sorry.
Yes, this is more important because it relates to the podcast. Screw you. Anyways,
Okay.
to go back to like the fact that we're recording this very
Abruptly?
very abruptly, and the fact that like it's only a couple days until this episode comes out. One of my resolutions or like goals is to just like be more on top of things. To like so I'm not doing everything last minute. Like not recording an episode for this podcast a couple days before it's meant to go out. Like I thought we're not that bad, but like in the last couple months it's like, oh yeah, we need to record another episode.
When are we gonna record that episode?
You guys better
Like,
you
when
guys
we-
better be thanking me for making sure that these episodes get out on time every single time.
Thank you, Emma.
Thanks,
Listen, as of right now, we're technically ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are ahead right now.
We are now officially ahead.
Yeah. So you know what? I guess I can check off my New Year's resolution.
Well,
like-
we have to keep it going.
Yeah, shush.
You're able to cross it off in like a few months.
Yeah.
I'd
But
say
like
like
another thing is like I just
August.
like I
August.
don't want to like go around my house and be like, oh, I need toothpaste, and then, like every day it's just like, oh, I need toothpaste, to the point where it's like if I don't get toothpaste today, I'm not gonna have toothpaste tonight, or like something along
Yeah.
those lines. where I don't want to be like, I have to go out today, or else I'm not gonna have this.
Mm-hmm. No, I get that, because I've actually been trying to do that too. Trying to get on top of things, which is why I went to take my laptop in to get fixed, and why I've gotten all my school stuff ready to go, and just in general, like, we've talked about this before, that, like, I do things a lot faster now than I used to, because I would always put things off to the last second. But I'm definitely starting to get on
medication now.
Yeah, because I'm medicated. But I'm definitely
them drugs.
I'm definitely trying to get on top of things too, so I get that. Because, yeah, leaving things to the last second is so stressful, and it's like the odd times when you actually go and do it ahead of time, and you're like, wow, this is so nice. It's so nice. Like, I don't have to worry about it anymore, and yet here I am.
You hand in an assignment early, and you're like, wow, what is this? I don't have to worry about this anymore.
I got 2 whole
And then you watch
days.
all your classmates, like, scramble to get it done, and you're like, I don't have to worry about this. I already handed it in.
Literally, the feeling is so nice, and I rarely get it. So I'm honestly, since I'm going back to school this semester, I'm kind of curious to see how this semester is going to go compared to last year. Like, I'm really curious to see how this is going to go. Like, if I'm going to be more on top of things, how well I'm going to be doing with keeping track of stuff.
You better do good, or I'll cry.
Well, I mean, I was given some good stuff for Christmas this year that might help, so we'll see. I'll keep the podcast updated.
Yeah, throughout the year we'll just we'll do like a New Year's
update.
Like, yeah, a New Year's update like halfway through the year, and it's like, here's all the goals that we said.
We should make it like a quarterly thing.
We failed all of them.
Quarterly, that.
Yeah, it's like maybe like the beginning of every like season change. So it's like the end of the winter we do it, end of spring we do it.
That's a good idea. I like that idea.
We could do that. We'll update. How
I feel like at the end of this episode, we're going to list all of our goals.
In the podcast. We have a podcast Discord that we're actually recording in.
Oh, no, we'll say it to the audience.
Oh, we're gonna say it to the audience?
We're gonna say it to the audience. We're gonna list it so they have a nice, like, organized list so that they can, like, when we record in the spring, they can be like, hey, you guys didn't do this.
And we'll be like, ah,
and
shit. Ah, shit.
Oh, shit, here we go again. Who are my goals?
So I was saying that I wrote out a little list of like my goals and stuff though here on my phone, and I was saying earlier before we started recording that I've actually already checked off one thing. And the funny thing is, so most of it is like, how many followers I want to have by like the end of the year for this thing or whatever. But my last 2 things are like things that I would have to buy. However, I just bought one of them recently. So the 2 things I wanted.
Thank you, Jess.
Thank you, Jess.
Because you went to me and you said, should I buy this?
Yeah, I went to you, and then I messaged Spook too and went, I might be doing a bad thing. It's fine, don't worry about it. And Spook was already asleep by that point, so it's just a nice little message for him to wake up. But yeah, so the 2 things. One is I want to try, by the end of the year, to try and get a PS5. That's more of a, it's sort of like, maybe it'll happen. If it doesn't happen, it's not the end of the world, because they're so hard to get right now anyways.
I was gonna say, good luck finding one.
Yeah, those are impossible.
They are so hard, but
you never know, you might be able to find one.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. But the other thing was getting a Stream Deck, which if you don't know what a Stream Deck is, it's this thing that the company Elgato makes, who also made the capture card that I use for streaming, like, my PlayStation stuff and whatever. But it's basically this, like, little board that has buttons on it. So the one I got is their regular one, so it's 15 buttons, and you can basically connect it to your computer and program it, so each of the buttons have different apps and stuff, and so it makes streaming just so much easier. But you can have one where it's you press one button and boom, you can go and you give in like options of channels that are live that you're following and someone that you can go immediately raid. Yep. Or you can like have it so it's like a soundboard, so you press a button and it automatically plays on your stream, stuff like that. So like it's like you don't have to sit here on OBS going through all your stuff being like, how do I get to this thing? It's literally you just press the button and it happens. It's really, really sick. And I've wanted one since probably last year. When I think it was probably March or April I found out about them, and I was like, oh, that would be sick to have. And then this year I had the money. Elgato has sort of like an updated version of their original one, and it was on sale on their website.
You said yoink. And
I was like, great, it's mine. It also comes with a free faceplate of my choice, which is basically just a decorative thing that can go on the front of it to make it colorful. So I got one of those too, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, it's supposed to be here in the next couple of days, and when it comes in, I'm going to be so excited. I'm going to be
Can't
sitting here
wait.
playing with it so much. But yes, that's
We're
the
not
one
gonna hear
thing.
from you for days.
Yep. Or you will. It'll be like, I'll be like, guess what? I'm using my Stream Deck to talk to you on Discord right now. But no, I'm very excited about that. So that was the one thing that's on my list, the list of stuff I wanted to do for this year. Already checked off. Already did it. So excited about that.
I haven't checked off a single thing this on my list this year. That's good. 'cause it's
I'll
only the
be
6th.
honest, I don't actually have a list.
That's okay.
You have a list in your head.
Nope.
Any ideas?
No.
All right. Well, then you can listen to our ideas for goals, and you can use that to help yourself.
So one of my goals, this has been a goal of mine for like every single year since I've like really sat down and started making goals for the new year and stuff. And that is to improve my language skills. Specifically this year, I really want to work on my French. And I also want to start learning German again. Because I used to know a lot of German like 2 years ago. And then I had to stop. I had to stop because I was learning Latin and ancient Greek. But I want to get back into German.
That was because for
Because-
school, though. The German is just for fun.
Yeah. Latin and ancient Greek I learned for school. But yeah, German, I really love the language. So I want to start it up again. And then who knows, maybe I can start like Ukrainian or Russian or something at the end of the year.
Your goal is just by the time you die, you want to know every language that's ever existed.
Yes.
Even if it's
There
a
was
dead
one guy
language.
who knew like there was this one guy who knew like 77 languages and he learned a language in 2 days.
Oh.
You're gonna learn like
Yeah.
fictional languages. You're gonna learn dead languages. It's just like if it was a language, you're learning it.
It's learning it.
Yep.
Time to learn.
But that's
Yep.
that's one of my biggest goals. Is to really improve my French this year. I would say if I do nothing else, if I do nothing else this year, I just want to improve my French. Like if I don't
Fucking
touch
hate
any
French.
other language, I just want to do French.
Fucking hate
Well,
French.
because I have French for my degree, right? So
I hate French.
Yeah, I do too. It's actually my least favorite language that I know.
Good.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy
think
learning
German's
French in
my
high
favorite.
school. I did not enjoy that.
My other
It's fine.
biggest goal, I would say, this year is I have a story that I talked about in one of our previous episodes.
A
I have
book!
a story. My book!
My
Yeah, that I
book!
wrote back in like 2018 or something like that. And I really want to sit down and rewrite it and edit it.
Good. Do
And
it.
hopefully, like, best case scenario, I would have it like completely edited and like ready to be published by the end of the year. But I don't know if that's realistic for me. Because I hate editing and it takes a while as well.
You gotta do it. You have to.
But yeah, I would love to rewrite it. So I don't know, maybe by like spring I'll have it like I'll rewrite it at least once.
Yeah.
I'd say that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's attainable.
That's realistically because
Yeah,
I
I think
already
it's
have
attainable.
the whole story down.
Yeah.
I just have to fix it. It's
Mhm.
not the best.
Honestly,
I mean,
no,
my
I think,
story is fantastic.
Honestly, I think you could probably do that. It's just keeping yourself on top of it, but
Yeah.
I could see you doing it. You're a lot better at organizing your time, though, than I am, so I feel like you could actually figure out the time to do it, whereas I would just be like, well, I have to do all this schoolwork, so I'll never be doing this book again. Even if I know I have time. I will never be good at
Those are my
organizing
two.
my time. It's fine.
I'm looking at my list right now. I want to read 20 books. I read a lot, but I read like fan fiction mainly. But last year, my friends and I started a little book club thing where we all read a book together and just talk about it. My parents thought I was doing drugs actually, but I'm like, no, this is actually a book club.
You're going
We
to
are
do
reading
drugs,
books.
aren't you? Well,
Yeah,
books
I
are
was like, yeah, go
drugs,
over to my
sure.
friend's house, and my parents were like, where are you going? I'm like, oh, we have a little book club thing, and they're like, okay.
It's like,
Have
guys,
fun doing
please,
drugs.
your
I'm like,
kid is-
okay, whatever.
It's like, guys, please, your kid is just a nerd.
Yeah, no, they know I'm a nerd, don't worry. But, yeah, every year I'm like, I want to read 20 books, and then I never do, but because of that book club, I have, like, a list of books that I really want to read, and I've been getting back into, like, reading actual books. So I think this year I could do it. Probably do it.
I believe in
so
you.
I'll have to read 5 by springtime.
I believe in you. You can do it.
I've already started one. I'm reading
Ooh,
The
book.
Night Circus. I don't remember who it's by,
Interesting.
but it's good so far. And then the other book that I'm really excited for is She Who Became the Sun. Can't remember who it's by again, but it sounds like an absolutely fantastic book. I'll give you an update on the books that I read in our update.
So for my goals, like I said before, it's pretty much just all content based, and I feel like for the first couple of months it's gonna be a little bit hard just because, like I said, I'm going back to school and everything, so stuff might be a little bit slower. But I think when I get to like the summer, hopefully I'll be able to get on top of it a little bit more. But like as of right now, the goals that I have is like for Twitch, I want to try and get to 500 followers by the end of the year.
You can follow Emma at Stop It Emma. No, Twitch.tv/Stop It Emma. Yeah.
And then I want to try and get to about 10 average viewers on Twitch as well. And then for YouTube, I'm hoping to get to at least 200 subs by the end of the year. That's also just Stop It Emma on YouTube.
Yeah,
and then
promotion.
Yeah. And then for TikTok, I'm thinking about possibly either making a new TikTok account or starting mine from scratch. Maybe I haven't decided.
Restart the account.
I was kind of thinking about making a second one that's specifically for just like my content and stuff, and then the other one's just my private one. But
What?
But my goal for that would be to try to get to at least 1,000 followers by the end of the year, just because I'm going for 1,000 just because TikTok is so used right now. It's so easy to just get a lot of views and if I just am consistently posting. But that one's a little bit more iffy. It's just kind of where I want to get to. And then the last one is trying to post at least 2 to 3 videos a month on YouTube. And again, that one is like, depending how school is and everything, that may not be realistic until at least April when classes are done. But I will do my best. Well, but like I said, we are in lockdown, so
you should do.
Other than going to work, I'm not going to be going anywhere, so I can be here working on videos if I'm not in class.
What you should do for the springtime, you should like set a goal to fix your time management, and then you can start doing the fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like start having like a solid schedule.
It's just the one thing. The main reason that I'm saying like school might get in the way is just because my schedule for school is so all over the place right now.
Yeah, this crazy person, she messages me. She's like, "Hey, I'm going back to school. Oh, and by the way, I'm taking 1,000,000 classes, so I don't fall behind."
Okay,
like,
I'm not doing. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm only taking the normal 5. I'm only taking the normal 5.
Okay.
I'm not doing that. Because I talked with my mom about it, and I was like, yeah, because I didn't do last semester. I have some credits I still need to do, so I was thinking about taking some extra ones this semester. And then I talked about it with my mom, and I was like, yeah, you know what? It's gonna kill me if I do that. I'm just gonna stick to the normal 5, and then if I have to take extra classes and stay in school a little bit later, oh well. If I have to stay for one extra semester, like, well, that's another thing too. I want to try and do all like the main credits that I know I have to do them during semesters for that, and then like the extra things like my liberal arts classes and stuff like that, where I can just take extra classes during the summer. That's kind of what I'm thinking about doing.
Yeah, because I take summer classes, so I don't have as much to do during the school year.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm trying to go towards. But yeah, like as my mom said, if I have to take one extra semester just to get the last of my credits, oh no. Not like I'm planning on going to the graduation anyways. Not like a graduation would probably even happen. The way things are these days, they're probably not going to be one.
Yeah.
We'll see how it is next year though. But
I feel like it'll probably be fine next year.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, it's like I'm only taking the normal 5 classes, just like I said, they're just so all over the place on my schedule that like I'll probably have time in between classes to work on stuff, but again, it depends on the day, because I have some days where I have 2 days where I only have 2 classes, another 2 days where I have just 1 class each, and then I have Wednesdays, which are just classes the whole day. It's just like I have the 1 class in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and then 1 at night. So that's gonna be fun.
That's rough.
I'm going to hate Wednesdays. It's fine.
You always have one day that you hate.
Yeah, there's always going to be one day you hate.
I, however, have Fridays off.
I wish. I tried to make it so that I could try and get one day off, and it didn't work.
I've never had a day off before. I'm so excited. You don't understand.
No, it's so nice having that extra day. It is so nice. That's, like I said, that's why I try to get it. But I mean, I have the days where it's just 1 class, and they're like usually like, I think one of them is like think 11 to like 2, and the other one is like 12 to 3 or something like that. So it's like they're not long, and they're early enough in the day that it basically just gives me the rest of the day to work on them, or to work on other things. So, and the nice thing with being online, at least, is that when I'm here at my desktop with my double monitors and everything, I can just have Zoom open on one thing. I can then have just Premiere Pro open on the other thing. I can have Premiere Pro open on the other one, and I can just work on stuff while I'm doing class.
The one thing I do like about having online class, though, is that you don't have any transit.
Yes, it saves me so much money.
Like, I can, if I have an 8:30 class, I can wake up at like 8:25, roll out of bed, and just go to class.
Oh yeah, there were so many times I did that. I would literally, so there were sometimes I wouldn't even,
at 8:30.
There were times when sometimes I wouldn't even roll out of bed. I would straight up just sit up, pull my laptop off my desk, put it down on the bed, and I would just keep my camera off and just lay in bed while I was in my class.
Go back to sleep.
There were a few times I did go back to sleep, and I would just have it going because it was
I've
like,
fallen asleep in class so many times. Don't worry.
it's just like, this isn't that important. Okay, I'm going back to sleep. But no, like I just think having the desktop and everything it'll be helpful. But yeah, no, with the whole transit thing, as someone who has to commute to school because I never lived on campus, it is saving me so much money not having to take the train every fucking day.
And, like, I lived on campus, right? In my first year, and even then, like, my furthest class was 10 minutes away. But I still saved so much time. The university actually sent out, like, an email, like, asking which you prefer. Like, do you prefer online or do you prefer in person? And it was like, why do you prefer these things? And one of the options for online was actually, like, you get more time to study because you don't have to keep going between classes.
True.
Like, yeah, with the transit, like, I did get student discounts or whatever, but it's still, even with the discount, it still adds up because it's like every single day you have to go back and forth. It's like an hour-long train ride. Sometimes I have to take the subway between the train to my campus, depending on the time of day, how the weather was, like, so that's more money there. Like, it's just, it's
expensive.
Yeah, it gets expensive very quickly, so not having to pay for that has been very helpful. It's definitely been good, especially because I'm gonna have to, pay back OSAP and stuff when I'm done, but...
Yeah, but we didn't talk about that.
Yes, but you see, the thing is, it's still gonna be easier paying that than what the US students have to pay for their student debt. OSAP, I could, with the savings I have right now, I could probably pay back majority of my OSAP right now if I wanted to. Obviously, I'm not going to until I've graduated, but, like...
Oh, there you go.
It's just...
You got something going for you, at least.
Yes, yeah. But that's the one nice thing. I don't know if I've ever mentioned OSAP, like, what it is, but basically it's just student loans, but they'll sometimes give you, like, half grants and, like, half loans, and it just sort of, depending on your situation, they'll kind of divide it up. So for me, because of my situation, I'm living with my mom and my 3 other siblings. My parents are divorced. My mom has a smaller income, so I get way more grants than I get loans. So because of that, I don't have as much to pay back, which is really nice.
I'm just not eligible for it.
Yeah.
My parents make too much.
The one perk of your parents being divorced is the government gives you a lot more money.
Here, B, going to ask my parents to divorce so I can get more money if I go back to school.
But Mom, did I keep divorced for like 4 years?
You guys can get married again. I don't really care. I just need you guys to get.
I just need government money.
But like,
I don't care. I don't think they'll care if you live together. Just get divorced. It's fine.
But like, it's so funny though, because when the very first time I applied for OSAP was like my first year at university. My parents weren't divorced yet, but they were separated. So because of that, I still got a lot more grants than I got loans. And then this year, when I applied for OSAP, my parents are now fully divorced. So I changed my mom's marital status from separated to divorced, and suddenly my grants are even more than they were before.
Oh my gosh.
Literally, they're like, you are in a single parent house with a lot of kids. Have money.
Money? You want money? Here you go. Here's the money for you.
Yeah. So all of it just goes directly into my savings. Like anything, because they'll just pay it directly to the school, and then if there's anything left over, they'll just deposit it into your bank account. It all just goes straight to my savings. Like as soon as I graduate, it's all just being handed right back to them.
Delicious.
Yep. So going back to the resolutions and goals and all that, two of my smaller goals, like less important goals, but still important, I'd say. Obviously exercise more often, which I've already talked about. But I also want to get enough sleep. Because you two are messing up my sleep schedule.
What?
You two,
No.
Yes, you two always stay up late, and then I stay up late because I want to hang out with you guys.
Oh.
So,
Poor baby.
and ever so often, my mom will walk past me, and she'll be like, "Look at the bags on your eyes." I'm like, "Yeah, mom, shut up. I know I'm tired."
Mom, shush! Don't worry about it.
We also have 2 8:30 classes this semester, and those kill me, and I'm not a morning person. So I need to like get enough sleep to make sure I can actually wake up for those and like stay awake during class.
No, I have the same thing. I need to fix my sleep schedule because I have a 9 a.m. class, and with the way my sleep schedule is, that's gonna be rough if I don't fix it soon.
Yeah, yours is worse than mine.
It's really bad. It's really, really bad. I'm not going to say it because my mom listens to this, and I've already told her I will not admit to what time I go to bed at. So I will not say what time I go to bed. Nope, I'm not telling you.
Admit it.
No,
come on.
If I say it, my mom will hear, and then she'll tell Graham, and then he'll win, and I can't let him win. So
sorry,
no one
Grant,
gets to
you
know.
can't win. Sorry, Grant.
Graham.
No,
Like
his
graham
name's
cracker.
Grant now.
No, like a
No, his
graham
name's
cracker.
Grant now.
Anyways, he can't win.
Changed his name legally. He's gonna look at his birth certificate. It's not gonna say. It's gonna say Grant now.
Yep, it's Grant. No,
I've changed his name illegally.
He's not allowed to win, so. I will not be disclosing what time I go to bed at. Nobody needs to know that. Just know it is late.
I know.
Nobody needs to know.
But I will say though, I am usually the first person to go to bed when we're all hanging out.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mine is
that is
so
we always
everywhere.
play Minecraft late at night, and I'm like, "Okay, guys, I'm tired. Gotta go to bed." Old man Spook here, going to bed.
Okay, good night, Spook. Us here just 3 a.m. All right. So where are my villagers? That's just yeah. It's really bad, and it's just. I think part of the issue too, though, is like one, we have a lot of stuff we have to do throughout the day because some of us work, some of us going to be going back to school soon and stuff. So it's like by the time any of us have time to actually play, it's like already 10 o'clock, and we're just like, yeah, this is fine. Like literally last night, I wasn't able to get on until after 10:30 because I was at work and everything.
It'll be worse when we start school.
But
yeah, I want to get enough sleep. I want to get to the point where my mom no longer looks at me and goes, "Look at the bags in your."
Thanks, Mom. They're Prada.
They're Gucci. I personally like the bags under my eyes, Mom.
They give me character.
Character!
They tell a story, Mom!
If I was a character,
mom.
if I was a side character in the story, I would be the one that they all simp over because I look tired.
Exactly.
But yeah, I'm gonna try my hardest to stick to these goals. Like I said, I've posted them everywhere, and I've tried to make them as like public as I can to try and hold myself more accountable to them. Because like I've said before, I used to not do them because I just know I'm going to either forget about them or I'm going to decide, I don't want to do this anymore. So I'm trying very, very hard to stick to it and see if I can do it this year. So we'll see how it goes with the updates. Maybe having the updates too will help me.
Probably will, because you get to the point where, like, oh, it's time for update. I haven't done anything.
I haven't done anything. Time to speedrun all of my goals.
I think that yeah, two biggest things I want to do is probably improve French, like start studying a bit more, and edit my book.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't do those two things by springtime, I'm gonna be upset.
Good. Be upset. No, I'm kidding.
No, I'm gonna do my goals.
Yeah! Go team!
Yeah! You like the confidence. Jess, do you have any goals that you've thought of? I know you said get rich.
Get rich.
It's still a good one.
Get rich, get bitches. What?
Yeah, exactly. Get bitches! Yeah! Yeah!
It's all you need in life. It's all you need in life.
I want
Riches and
to...
bitches.
I know it's probably not... I'm not going to be able to, but it depends on how this year goes. But I want to see about moving out.
Hell yeah.
At probably the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Get some freedom.
I'm going with Spook.
Hell yeah.
I'm following Spook.
Yeah, come with me.
Have fun,
Come
guys.
with me, baby. We're gonna go freeze in the Great White North.
Actually, I'm gonna go with Emma. Emma, where are we going?
Well, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying home until I'm done school. You think I can afford a? You think I can afford? You think I can afford an apartment right now?
Yeah, it's only like $2 billion a month.
Yeah, it's not.
You guys are paying $2 billion.
It's not like Toronto's like one of the most expensive places to live in or something.
That's why you're gonna do it together.
I was literally looking at this thing. It was like, I think Toronto, Vancouver, or somewhere else. I can't remember where. I think Ottawa as well are like. It's basically like the most common places to live in Canada have like the highest rent, and it's just like.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I'm not either, but I wasn't surprised that all the Toronto was number one. But it's just like.
No.
I will never
Toronto's
move out ever.
as heck.
I'll just.
Mom, I'm staying here forever.
What's funny too is with the career path I'm kind of following. If I stay in Canada, literally Vancouver and Toronto are the two places that I would need to go to. And of course they're the most expensive,
rough,
so
buddy.
it's like, good luck to me.
That's rough. Can't relate. I don't know what I'm doing with my life.
Yeah.
Maybe that should be a resolution. Figure out
what
my
you
life.
want to do. Yeah.
I have an idea.
I've been kind of.
Will my parents like it? Probably not.
I've been kind of flip-flopping between a couple of things. At this point, I'm just really hoping content creating just works out for me soon. Please,
right
guys,
now,
go follow
I have
me.
no idea right now, other than what I'm doing right now.
I've told you ideas, Jess.
No.
Interior design. Guys, listen, audience, Jess is great at interior designing,
Hard agree.
and she doesn't believe me.
I hard agree.
I keep telling her, I'm like, yo, go into interior design. She's like, no.
Y'all ever seen her stream
No.
The Sims 4 and just decorate houses? She's so fucking good
And she
at
does it on such a small budget, too, and it looks so good.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you what I actually recently did to an apartment
Uh-huh.
on The Sims.
You
So
show me
I'll
later.
show you that.
You
Yeah, I'm gonna show you that later.
You can
Cause-
catch Jess's streams on twitch.tv/it's to the moon Jessie.
Yeah,
To
the
the moon,
underscore is
Jessie!
gone
Yeah.
now. That reminds me, I have to record a new outro.
Oh no.
I have to record a new one because someone changed their username.
Yeah, I did it on a
I'm
whim
gonna
too.
completely Oh my gosh. Anyways, I'm going to completely rebrand this year. I'm gonna change my username. I'm gonna change my online nickname. It's gonna be great.
You're not gonna be.
By the end of the year, I will no longer be
But
Spook.
But I like you being
Just-
Spook.
Just to make Emma have to re-record the outro.
No, I'll just kick you out of the podcast.
No.
I'll just
We're
cut
gonna
you out.
replace
I'll
you
just
with
cut
B.
you out of the outro.
B's in the podcast Discord. We're just gonna replace you with B.
Yep. B is our new host.
Wow, I feel so loved.
Yep. Don't fucking
Me
change your
too.
name. I was already annoyed enough when Jess made me realize I was gonna have to re-record that because she's like, yeah, I took the underscore out of everything. I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then I started talking about editing the podcast.
That's cool. You did what?
And then I started talking about editing the podcast. She's like, oh, you're gonna have to fix the outro. I was like, huh? Why? And she's like, because I took out the underscore. And I was like, I'm not re-recording it until the new year. It's staying that way until the end of the year. It's fine. It was only one episode. It was only one episode. I'll change it now. So basically, if you listen to the first 6 episodes, her username now doesn't have an underscore. So just
The first few episodes are actually just fake. Trust me.
Yes.
you'll actually just find a fan account now.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a fan account.
To yourself.
Yep.
Yep.
It'll be her #1 fan because you can't.
Yep.
Who's gonna be more of a fan of you than yourself?
I'm my #1 fan.
I'm
I
my
thought
own
I was your
number
#1 fan.
I you know what? I honestly, I said that and then I went, I think Emma's actually a bigger fan of me than I am
was
of
gonna say,
myself.
I think I'm probably a bigger fan of you. I think you're probably a bigger fan of me. Unless you absolutely
No, I
hate me.
you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we
There
hate
it
you,
is.
actually.
Yeah.
Sorry,
as soon as I said
this
it, I
is
knew
the
it was
way you have
coming.
to. I'm sorry, this is the way you have to find out.
I can't believe my fellow hosts hate me. I guess I'll just stop
Not
doing
really
the podcast.
surprising,
They
I
can
can
honestly.
figure
believe
out
it. I'm sorry
themselves.
to tell you this, Emma.
Just like
It's not really hard to believe, Emma. I'm sorry to.
All right. Well, this is actually going to be my last episode of the podcast. I'm going to let them figure out how to get everything done.
Wait,
Bye,
no.
guys.
Wait, Emma, edit it. Emma's our editor.
Don't insult the editor / producer / like does everything. Basically, one thing
considered they're my friend.
Just one thing I've learned in content creating is never piss off the editor. Never.
Never ever piss off the editor. They have everything.
They will destroy
possible.
your life.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember, they have final say in what happens.
Emma, I love you. You don't have to let out those several
those nice little photos you sent me the other night.
I sent you photos?
Yeah.
I want to see these photos.
What?
There's definitely photos that I have.
I sent you photos?
Oh, wink.
Wink, wink.
Did I send you when I was... What did I send?
I guess you'll
Don't
never
worry about
know, at least until they're posted.
No!
I definitely have them.
No!
There's gonna be like one day you're just gonna like go to the podcast Twitter and there's just this picture of just like a really close-up picture of just Jess's face, just like the worst angle.
Emma, where'd you get this picture?
Emma, this looks very old, Emma. Emma,
Emma, where did this come from?
There's just a picture of Jess, and Jess looks and goes, "That's me right now."
It's like a picture of her sitting at her desk, taken from afar. It's like the angle from her closet, and she's like, it's like just posted now. She's like, the fuck? you just hear the closet door slowly close again.
Emma.
Yeah.
You don't have to be in the closet anymore. You came out.
Now I'm going back in. Bye.
See you later. Going back in. Gotta go.
I'm going back in. It's more comfy in there.
I got things to do, man.
Warm.
Warm sweater.
Comfy.
This episode has completely derailed. I love it.
Well, yeah, because we all had resolutions, and Jess was like, "Y'all are having resolutions? What?"
So, back to the resolutions. Jess, you've got absolutely nothing? You're just like, my goal is to make it to the end of the year.
Yup.
Honestly, I think that's a
Survive
good
another
goal.
year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just make it to the end of the year, and that's it. That's all you need.
Listen, man, all I gotta say is last year was traumatic. Don't want a traumatic year again.
Understandable.
I don't want to talk about last year.
Yeah.
Are you sure? I got a whole PowerPoint.
You know what? No, I have a resolution. I have a resolution for Jess.
What? No.
No, just write your book.
Okay.
Yeah,
I guess
you
I
and
could
me,
do
we'll
that
write
one.
our books together.
I guess
I could do that one. I could do that one, yeah.
That might be one I could try.
I could try that one.
Let's do it. Let's write a book this year.
Yeah, it's book time, bitches.
I don't have any more goals. Those are the big goals. I'll probably have more. I'll probably have more later on.
Oh no.
What's your goal?
I just thought of a goal. It's to clean up my fucking room. I can barely walk in there right now. It's so bad. Like, my office, nice and clean, super organized. I just recently organized it. It's so nice, so much desk space. My room, good luck trying to walk through there without falling. There's so many boxes. It's just boxes. Literally from Christmas and stuff. But then, not even from this Christmas. There are boxes still there from last Christmas.
But where are you going?
When you gave me your heart?
Yep.
Or when I gave you my heart? I don't know. I gave someone my heart.
On the very next day, he gave it away.
So this year, to save your
podcast episode.
I'm gonna
I
give it
hate
to Jess
this podcast
instead.
episode.
I'll give it to
What?
Jess instead.
What?
Anyways, but yeah, all those boxes that are in my room, like half of them, or not even half of them, like some of them are from this year, from Christmas, but most of them are literally from last year, and they have just been sitting in my room, just, like, all I have to do is just put them in the recycling. I just need to break them down and put them in the recycling. You think I've done that? No. No.
You know what, Emma? When we're done recording this, go take out the. What am I saying? Go empty. New Year's resolution is to learn how to speak. When we're done recording this episode, go break down the boxes and throw them out.
I don't think you
That's what I'm
understand
trying
how
to say.
long that's going to take.
It's gonna take as long as it took me to say that sentence.
Oh no, nothing's gonna take that long.
Shut up. There's a lot of thoughts going through my head right now.
Clearly.
What?
What?
What thoughts? Can I hear
All
the
the
thoughts?
thoughts. All of them.
Yeah, I'm recording an episode with you right now. Those are my thoughts.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty much anything that Spook says right now is just those are the thoughts.
Yep.
No, and I
Those
am.
are-
Whenever I record an episode, I just like spit out words.
Yep.
Not a single thought is put behind them.
Mm-mm.
That's why I sound like this.
That's why Spook always sounds bored as fuck when we're recording.
They
No,
don't
that's
sound
just how
bored.
I naturally sound.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's just Spook just kind of sounds like that. But when they get excited about something they're talking about, then they don't sound bored.
It is true.
It's
Yeah,
not-
I swear. If I ever sound bored, I'm not.
yeah.
We
how
are
I
actually.
talk.
They're very bored.
It's just that like Technoblade monotone voice, you know.
Yeah,
It's okay. It just makes
It
you
happens.
cooler. It just makes you cooler.
exactly. Keeps the mysterious vibes going.
Makes me seem all cool and
Anyways.
mysterious.
We're
we
cool
hear-
and quirky.
Yes. Anyways, should we list out what we want to do so that we can be held
For-
accountable?
Like
for
our
goals?
personal goals or podcast stuff. What do we want to?
We can do both. Let's start with podcast stuff. What are some podcast
Yeah. What are our
things we want
goals
to
for
do?
the podcast? Obviously, I think
Record on time.
I say yeah. Number 1, record on time. Number 2, making sure there is an episode that comes out every other week. As we
I want to make
promised.
new
Which we've been
content
doing.
for it.
We have been
I want to
doing
make new content for the podcast.
like
Like on the Twitter and all that.
Yeah.
yeah. No, we definitely. I feel like
Yeah.
I should give you guys like if there's any clips or anything in the podcast or videos or whatever that you guys want for posting, just tell me and I'll go get them.
Be a good idea.
Yeah, somebody hasn't
This-
been doing the fucking Tumblr.
Like
Ooh.
if you just like listen back to the podcast, if there's a certain timestamp, just be like, hey, at this time, one of you said this thing, it was funny. Give that to me, please.
You know what? That is a good New Year's resolution.
Yeah,
Do more stuff on social media.
Yeah.
definitely. That's my goal, personal goal, anyways, too, for my own personal stuff, just social media in general. Basically, I want to get more active on it.
I want to go away from social media.
See, the funny thing is for me is like, obviously Twitch and YouTube I'm pretty active on, but everything else I don't post a lot. I just kind of sit there and I scroll through it and I look at all of it, but I don't actually post that much. And I need to post more. I'm gonna post so much on Twitter and I'm gonna make it everyone's problem.
Good, good. Okay, so podcast goals, we've got record on time and make more content.
If
Okay.
only someone wasn't faceless.
We can work around that.
We'll get you. We'll get you one
my-
of those plague doctor masks.
Please. I would
You
love
can-
that.
Just every time we want to do
That would
it.
be so cool.
Yeah, if we record ourselves, you just wear that mask.
If you find me a plague doctor, okay, new Year's resolution, find me a plague doctor mask.
So we can start making the YouTube videos into actual videos and not just the audio.
Yes.
That'd be actually kind of cool.
Another goal is to get a webcam because I don't have a webcam.
Those are easy enough to get.
Okay, so my goals. So we have a nice list. My goals, improve my French and write my book, or I guess
Mhm.
rewrite my book. And then additional thing is just like pick up German again, get enough sleep and exercise,
That's
Those
all
are my
your
goals.
goals?
and read more.
Here, my
Read
goals.
20 books.
My goals for this year. Reach 500 Twitch followers, 10 average viewers on Twitch, 200 YouTube subs, 1,000 TikTok followers, and possibly like starting a new TikTok specifically for like content creating and stuff. Posting at least 2 to 3 videos a month on YouTube. Again, that'll depend on how school goes, but trying very hard to get at least 2 videos, and then possibly trying to get a PS5 by the end of the year if it's possible. If it's even possible. But those
Yeah,
are my
that one,
goals.
if you don't complete it, it's okay.
Yeah, that one's more of a optional kind of one. If it doesn't happen, it's okay. It's just
Doesn't
more of a
happen,
thing that
guys.
it
End of
would
the
be
world.
nice if it did. Yep.
I have to tell you guys something.
Uh-oh.
My brother just came in and he said he's sick.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
And he
That's-
just said I got him sick.
Uh-oh.
The whole family's getting infected.
Well, good luck to you. Great way to start the
I
new
guess-
year.
My New Year's goal is to get everybody that I know sick. You guys are next.
If you
Oh,
even
dear.
come near me, I swear to
Hey,
God, I will
Mom.
throw things at
All
you.
right.
Whatever's
Jess-
nearby, it's getting chucked.
Jess, what are your goals?
I don't have goals.
Get rich
Say
and
any
get bitches.
goal.
Yeah, get rich and get bitches.
Okay.
Duh.
Jess's goals is get rich and get bitches.
She's already on her
Only
way.
get rich and get bitches.
She's already got 1 out of 2.
You can try
Which
and guess which one
one?
it is.
Which one? I don't know which one. Which one do you have?
We'll let the fans guess.
Thank
The
you.
fans gonna guess if I don't even know.
You never know.
I'll tell
Fans
you
might know
after.
better than you.
The fans know everything.
You ever met a fan?
That's scary.
They always know more than the person they're a fan of.
That is true.
I would know. I am a fan.
What?
It happens,
Do
you
you
know.
know something I don't?
I never said I was a fan of you.
Do you know something I don't?
I might.
What?
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 Anyways.
Well, guys, I would like to say that if you have New Year's resolutions, good luck with them, and I hope that you achieve them. Just remember that you don't have to achieve them immediately. It can take a while.
You've got
It's
a whole
you got
year
tons
to
of
do
time.
them.
There's no race to finish your goals.
Unless you're dying this year, then just do them
I
now.
hope you're not dying.
Yeah, we hope you're not. But like, yeah, that's the thing is you got a whole lifetime ahead of you. So if you don't finish it at the end of this year, there's nothing saying like you can't.
Or
do
if you
it.
don't
Keep doing
get,
it in the next
yeah, if
year.
you don't get to where you want it to be if you don't get to where you want to be at the end of the year, that's okay.
Just recognize the progress that you have made.
Exactly.
Also, too, one thing I would recommend maybe if you want to try and stick on your goals is that when we do our check-ins for our goals, like at the end of each season, maybe just when we do it, you could do a little check-in on yours as well. See where you're at, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You could even like tweet us and be like, hey, look, this is the progress I made alongside you guys, you know? Could try that.
Cool.
That'd be fun.
I want to know about your guys' goals.
Yeah, I'd love
That'd
to
be
know about
cool.
people's goals. You should definitely tweet us. Because
I don't know our at.
it is at Burnout Kids Cast. So drop the pod.
There you go.
And I do that. I deal with the podcast Twitter like the amazing person I am.
Yeah, we'll see it. Don't worry.
So one of us will see it. One of us
I
will
will
see it.
see it.
There's a good chance
One
I'll
of us will
too.
see it, and then we'll share it around.
Yep.
It's either one or the other. So, yeah, if you have what's the percentage?
50-50? Or is
No,
it three of
if
us?
the three of us
If
is
it's
30,
three of
but
us,
33.33.
Yep.
3.3333333333333.
Thank you for listening to the Burnout Kids podcast. If you're interested in following any of us, you can follow me, Emma, on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at stopit_Emma. Or you can follow me on Twitch and YouTube at stopitEmma. If you're interested in following Jess, you can follow her on Twitter at tothemoon_Jess, or you can follow her on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube at tothemoonjessie. And if you're interested in following Spook, you can follow them on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube at Spookish with 2 Ks. And if you're interested in following the podcast, you can find us on Twitter and Tumblr at Burnout Kids Cast, or you can find us on Instagram and TikTok at Burnout Kids Podcast. For our audio listeners, we do have a YouTube channel called the Burnout Kids Podcast, and for our YouTube watchers that want to listen on the go, we have Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. We release new episodes every other Saturday, so be sure to stop by for another episode with your local Burnout Kids. Bye!